Our planet is a stage for spectacles so rare and powerful, they remind us how little we truly know about the world we call home. In East Africa, the Serengeti National Park becomes the setting of the greatest migration on Earth, as millions of wildebeest and zebras move in a thundering wave across endless plains, chased by predators in a timeless dance of survival. Thousands of miles away in the Caribbean, Mosquito Bay in Puerto Rico glows with an otherworldly light as billions of microscopic organisms ignite the water in dazzling blue whenever it's disturbed, turning each ripple into a living constellation. And at the bottom of the world, Antarctica's McMurdo dry valleys reveal a landscape so extreme it resembles Mars more than Earth. An ice-free desert of frozen soils and hidden lakes that challenge our very definition of life. These are not ordinary places, but living wonders, reminders of nature's ability to astonish, to inspire, and to humble us. Today, we'll uncover these breathtaking marvels hidden in plain sight on our extraordinary planet. Serengeti National Park. The Serengeti National Park spans nearly 12,000 square miles, creating one of the world's greatest natural theaters for observing large-scale wildlife migrations. Every year, over 1.5 million wildebeest, along with hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles, journey across its grasslands in search of fresh grazing. Towering acacia trees shelter lions, leopards, and cheetahs, while elephants, giraffes, and buffalo roam freely across the sweeping plains. This ecosystem sustains over 500 species of birds and countless predators, making the Serengeti one of Earth's most biologically rich landscapes. Lake Natron. In northern Tanzania, Lake Natron stretches across nearly 35 miles, a shimmering alkaline lake that defies the very idea of a traditional paradise. Its waters can reach temperatures above 100 degrees Fahrenheit and hold a pH close to that of ammonia, creating an environment deadly to most life. Yet in this seemingly inhospitable world, millions of lesser flamingos gather each year, turning the lake into the single most important breeding site for the species. Geologically, the lake lies within the East African Rift, where tectonic forces and volcanic activity have shaped both its chemistry and its haunting crimson hues. Beneath its surface, mineral-rich deposits and evaporite crusts record cycles of volcanic eruptions and climate shifts that have influenced this ecosystem for millennia. For adventurous travelers, Lake Natron offers surreal landscapes of salt flats, volcanic cones, and wildlife spectacles found in no other corner of the Earth. Caño Cristales. Caño Cristales, often called the River of Five Colors, flows through the Serranía de la Macarena, a remote mountain range in central Colombia. This unique riverbed is sculpted from ancient Precambrian rocks, estimated to be more than 1 billion years old, revealing the Earth's deep geological history. For much of the year, its waters appear clear, but between June and November, aquatic plants ignite the river in red, yellow, green, and blue. The vivid colors are not from minerals or algae, but from Macarenia clavigera, an endemic plant thriving only under precise sunlight and water conditions. Cascades, rapids, and natural pools carve the landscape, making the river resemble a living painting that shifts with each bend and season. Scientists regard Caño Cristales as both a fragile ecosystem and a geological wonder, where biology and Earth's ancient crust intertwine in breathtaking harmony. Yuanyang Ricefield Terraces. Carved into the steep slopes of southern Yunnan, these rice terraces ripple across the mountainsides like vast stairways built by hand. For more than 1,300 years, the Hani people have engineered these fields, transforming rugged hills into fertile land that sustains their culture. The terraces climb from river valleys to elevations above 6,000 feet, following the natural contours of the land with breathtaking precision. Seasonal floods turn the fields into shimmering mirrors, reflecting the sky in winter, and glowing with green and gold as rice matures in summer. The landscape is not only an agricultural marvel, but also a UNESCO World Heritage Site, preserving both biodiversity and traditional farming knowledge. To this day, rituals, festivals, and songs remain deeply tied to the rhythm of planting and harvest, keeping ancient traditions alive in a living cultural landscape. Mount Roraima. Rising nearly 9,200 feet above sea level, this flat-topped giant forms the natural border of Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana. Its sheer sandstone cliffs, some standing over 1,300 feet tall, create a fortress-like wall that has isolated the plateau for millions of years. Geologists trace its origins back nearly 2 billion years, making it one of the oldest exposed rock formations on Earth. The summit is often shrouded in mist, where rainwater has carved unique pools, caves, and bizarre rock sculptures across the surface. Because of its isolation, the plateau shelters plants and animals found nowhere else, a living laboratory of evolutionary science. Adventurers who climb its steep trails are rewarded with otherworldly landscapes that feel more like a lost world than a mountaintop. Mosquito Bay. Hidden off the coast of Vieques Island lies Mosquito Bay, a glowing lagoon often described as the brightest bioluminescent wonder anywhere on Earth. The dazzling effect comes from countless dinoflagellates, tiny plankton that emit light when disturbed, turning every movement in the water into a shimmering trail of blue. Dense mangrove forests, shallow, warm waters, and nutrient-rich sediments combine to form an ideal ecological cradle for this rare and delicate natural phenomenon. The bay's basin, shaped by tectonic shifts and protected by surrounding reefs, has safeguarded these glowing waters for thousands of years without disruption. Today, guided night tours allow visitors to kayak or boat across its shimmering waters, experiencing firsthand one of Earth's most enchanting natural light shows. Blue Hole. Formed by the relentless power of the sea, this natural sinkhole stretches nearly 200 feet deep, offering one of the Mediterranean's most dramatic underwater landscapes. Its entrance begins with a circular pool carved into limestone, gradually opening into a submerged arch that connects directly with the open sea. Geologists believe the formation dates back thousands of years, sculpted by wave erosion and tectonic shifts along Malta's rugged coastline. The surrounding cliffs rise more than 100 feet above the water, framing the site with sheer walls that emphasize its raw geological beauty. Beneath the surface, colorful corals cling to the rock walls, while schools of fish glide through shafts of light that penetrate the clear blue water. Divers from across the world are drawn here, not only for the striking marine life, but also for the surreal experience of descending into a sunlit chasm. McMurdo Dry Valleys. In the heart of Antarctica lies a paradox, a desert of stone and ice known as the McMurdo Dry Valleys. Spanning nearly 2,000 square miles, these valleys remain almost entirely free of snow, sculpted by relentless winds and locked in perpetual cold. The exposed bedrock and permafrost reveal geological archives that hold millions of years of Earth's climate history. Hidden beneath frozen soils, hypersaline lakes shelter microbial life, offering a natural laboratory for studying survival beyond our planet. At the icy edges, Adelie penguins carve out their existence, a rare glimpse of resilience in one of the harshest landscapes on Earth. Lake Hillier. In the remote heart of Western Australia lies a surreal lake that shimmers in a permanent shade of bubblegum pink. Spanning nearly 2,000 feet in length and 600 feet in width, it is framed by eucalyptus forests and the vast Southern Ocean. The unusual color is caused by halophilic microorganisms and algae that generate light-reflecting pigments in the hypersaline waters. Geologists trace its origins back thousands of years, when trapped seawater evaporated and left behind high concentrations of salt and minerals. Today, this natural marvel is safeguarded within the Recherche Archipelago, drawing scientists and travelers alike to its otherworldly beauty. Kashimak Bay State Park. Carved by ancient glaciers over countless millennia, Kashimak Bay State Park covers more than 400,000 acres of Alaska's rugged wilderness. Its landscapes fuse steep mountains, deep fjords, and expansive tidal flats, all sculpted by the ongoing interplay of glaciers and tectonic upheaval. Massive glaciers grind ancient rock into fine silt, feeding rivers that deposit fresh geological layers and steadily reshape the valley floors. Forests of Sitka spruce and alder cover mountain slopes, creating dense habitats that frame the striking contrasts of sea, ice, and stone. Amid these coastal margins, harbor seals haul out on rocky shores, basking between tides and forming one of the bay's most iconic marine residents. Their survival in frigid waters reflects unique adaptations, making them a vital indicator species for the ecological health of this northern marine environment. Danakil Depression, Ethiopia. Formed by the slow tearing apart of the African and Arabian tectonic plates, the Danakil Depression is one of Earth's lowest and hottest landscapes. It plunges more than 400 feet below sea level, where vast salt flats, steaming hydrothermal fields, and lava lakes dominate the alien terrain. Geologists study this harsh rift zone as a living laboratory, offering rare insights into continental breakup and the early stages of ocean basin formation. Colorful mineral deposits, painted in vivid yellows, greens, and reds by sulfur and iron, create surreal patterns across its hydrothermal springs and salt crusts. Despite its extreme heat and corrosive brines, microbial life survives here, inspiring astrobiologists to compare it with potential environments on planets like Mars. Puerto Princesa Subterranean River. From the emerald waters of Palawan emerges a coastline where river, mountain, and ocean converge in breathtaking harmony. Here, the subterranean river flows unseen beneath the mountains, its mouth opening directly into the sea in a rare natural connection. Towering karst formations and lush tropical forests frame the shoreline, creating a striking contrast between rugged stone and vibrant greenery. This unique meeting of river, mountain, and ocean has earned it recognition as both a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a new Seven Wonder of Nature. Today, travelers glide by boat across turquoise waters, witnessing a coastline where geology, biodiversity, and culture merge in spectacular harmony. Huacachina. Hidden in the vast desert of southern Peru, a small oasis emerges like a mirage, surrounded by golden sand dunes towering more than 1,000 feet high. This natural lagoon, nourished for centuries by underground aquifers, has been a vital source of water and life in an otherwise arid landscape. The dunes themselves, sculpted by relentless winds, form one of the most dramatic sandscapes in South America, ideal for studying desert geomorphology. Ancient legends speak of a beautiful Incan maiden who transformed into the lagoon, weaving culture and myth into the geography. Today, Huacachina draws travelers seeking adventure, from sandboarding down steep slopes to high-speed dune buggy rides across the rolling terrain. Its unique blend of desert geology, cultural history, and rare oasis environment makes it one of Peru's most remarkable natural wonders. "12 Apostles". Along the rugged coast of Victoria, towering limestone stacks rise from the Southern Ocean, sculpted by relentless waves over more than 20 million years. These formations, once part of the mainland cliffs, were shaped through wind and water erosion, leaving behind arches, caves, and the striking stone pillars we see today. Despite their name, only 8 apostles remain standing, each soaring nearly 200 feet above the crashing surf. Today, travelers flock to scenic lookouts and coastal trails, experiencing dramatic sunsets and breathtaking ocean vistas that make this site world-famous. It has become one of Australia's most iconic natural attractions, drawing millions each year to witness nature's artistry carved in stone. Lago di Sorapis. Lago di Sorapis, cradled at over 6,000 feet in the Dolomite Alps, enchants explorers with its surreal turquoise waters, born from glacial melt. The lake's striking milky blue color comes from suspended glacial silt, tiny rock particles ground by ice, scattering light in ways that defy ordinary perception. Towering limestone cliffs and jagged dolomite spires surround the basin, creating a natural amphitheater carved by millions of years of tectonic uplift and erosion. Fed by snowmelt and underground springs, the lake's water level fluctuates dramatically with the seasons, shaping unique microhabitats for alpine plants and cold-adapted species. This hidden jewel embodies the interplay of geology, climate, and time, making Lago di Sorapis not just a destination, but a living alpine laboratory. Mono Lake. Formed nearly 1 million years ago, Mono Lake in California is one of the oldest continuously existing lakes anywhere in North America. It is a hypersaline and alkaline body of water containing no fish, yet supporting trillions of brine shrimp and alkali flies each summer. Towering tufa formations, created when calcium-rich springs interacted with carbonate waters, rise dramatically along the shores like alien sculptures frozen in time. Surrounded by the Sierra Nevada to the west and the Great Basin Desert to the east, the lake embodies a stark geographic contrast. For centuries, it has also sustained migrating birds, including vast flocks of California gulls, making it both a geological marvel and ecological sanctuary. Pembrokeshire. Along the far southwest coast of Wales, Pembrokeshire reveals a breathtaking fusion of wild beauty and ancient geology. Its sea cliffs, carved from rocks over 400 million years old, stand against crashing Atlantic waves and whisper of deep time. Glacial valleys, sea arches, and towering stacks form a landscape as striking as it is scientifically invaluable. Rolling headlands open onto sweeping beaches where wildflowers brighten the cliffs in summer and seabirds wheel above turquoise waters. More than a national park, Pembrokeshire is a masterpiece of nature where beauty and Earth's history are inseparably intertwined. Cathedral Gorge State Park. Cathedral Gorge State Park in southeastern Nevada reveals a landscape carved over millions of years by powerful erosion and ancient floods. Towering clay spires and slot canyons rise like natural cathedrals, formed from soft bentonite clay that crumbles into intricate shapes with each rainfall. Geologists trace these formations back nearly 1 million years, when a freshwater lake filled this valley and left behind vast layers of sediment. The park's dramatic gullies and cliffs offer a rare chance to witness active geologic processes still reshaping the land today. For explorers and scientists alike, it is both a natural wonder and a living textbook of Earth's geologic history. Chalk Cliffs of Rügen. Towering chalk cliffs on Germany's Rügen Island rise over 400 feet, standing as striking white walls against the deep blue Baltic Sea. Formed during the late Cretaceous period over 70 million years ago, these cliffs consist of pure white calcium carbonate from countless marine organisms. Erosion continuously reshapes the cliffs, with massive landslides carving new formations and altering the island's fragile and ever-changing coastline. In the 19th century, these cliffs inspired romantic painters like Caspar David Friedrich, who immortalized their stark beauty in world-famous artworks. Today, Jasmund National Park protects this geological treasure, where visitors hike forested trails that open suddenly to breathtaking vistas of sea and sky. Benagil Cave. Carved by the relentless power of the Atlantic Ocean, this sea cave reveals a cathedral-like chamber that feels almost otherworldly. A massive skylight, known locally as the Eye, floods the cave with golden light, illuminating walls sculpted by millions of years of erosion. Rising cliffs of limestone encircle the cave, their layers recording ancient geological shifts that shaped Portugal's southern coast. Once accessible only to daring fishermen, today visitors explore by kayak, paddleboard, or boat, gliding beneath the vast stone arches. Benagil Cave has become one of Europe's most photographed natural wonders, blending raw geology, cultural lore, and adventure tourism in a single, unforgettable scene. Rovinj. Perched on a small peninsula along the Adriatic Sea, Rovinj tells a story that stretches back more than 2,000 years. Its old town is a labyrinth of narrow cobblestone streets, rising towards the 17th century church of St. Euphemia that dominates the skyline. The coastline is rugged, with rocky shores and hidden coves shaped by centuries of relentless waves and shifting geology. Blending Italian, Austrian, and Slavic influences, Rovinj's history is etched into its pastel-colored facades and stone archways. Today, it is celebrated as both a cultural gem and a seaside retreat where travelers can explore by foot, bicycle, or sailboat. Kelimutu. High in the volcanic highlands of Flores Island lies a summit unlike any other, crowned with 3 crater lakes of strikingly different colors. These lakes shift between shades of turquoise, emerald, black, and even blood red, a result of complex chemical reactions between dissolved minerals and volcanic gases. Formed within a dormant stratovolcano, the craters rest at over 5,000 feet above sea level, etched into rugged volcanic rock shaped by ancient eruptions. For centuries, local communities have viewed the lakes as sacred resting places of departed souls, blending geology with spiritual tradition. Scientists continue to study the lakes as natural laboratories where ongoing geothermal processes reveal the restless chemistry of Earth's interior. Keshem Island. Shaped like a giant dolphin in the Persian Gulf, Keshem Island stretches more than 75 miles in length, making it Iran's largest island. Its terrain is dominated by salt domes, eroded valleys, and towering cliffs that reveal millions of years of shifting geology. The extraordinary Namakdan Cave contains a salt river extending over 4 miles, considered the longest of its kind in the world. Chaku Canyon, carved by wind and rain, presents narrow passageways and sculpted rock walls that look like nature's own cathedral. For centuries, the island has been a crossroads of trade and culture, blending Persian heritage with echoes of ancient maritime routes. Chiribikate National Park. Deep in the Colombian Amazon lies the largest protected tropical rainforest in the country, stretching across more than 17,000 square miles. Towering tepuis, or flat-topped mountains, rise abruptly from the jungle, their sandstone cliffs revealing geological layers dating back nearly 1 billion years. Hidden within these cliffs are over 75,000 ancient rock paintings created by indigenous cultures and preserved for thousands of years. The park's isolation has protected not only its ecosystems, but also uncontacted tribes who continue to live according to ancestral traditions. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Chiribikete embodies a rare fusion of geology, biodiversity, and human history that continues to captivate scientists and explorers alike. Adaspark Teplitz Rocks. Towering sandstone pillars, some rising more than 300 feet, dominate this surreal landscape in the northeast of the Czech Republic. Carved over millions of years by wind, frost, and water, the labyrinth of cliffs and narrow passageways feels like a natural stone cathedral. Geologists date these formations back to the Cretaceous period, when the region was once covered by a shallow sea. Hidden lakes and sheer rock faces make the area a haven for climbers, hikers, and scientists studying erosion and tectonic history. Legends and folklore woven around these dramatic rocks add cultural depth to a place already celebrated for its geological wonder. Turga Gorge. Deep in the Apuseni Mountains, Turga Gorge stretches for nearly 2 miles, with limestone walls towering over 300 feet above the valley floor. These cliffs were sculpted by ancient rivers over millions of years, leaving behind narrow corridors, natural arches, and hidden caves. The gorge's geology reveals layers of limestone dating back more than 100 million years, offering scientists clues to the region's prehistoric seas. Sheer rock faces and rugged terrain create a dramatic landscape that challenges hikers and attracts climbers seeking adventure. Streams running through the gorge sustain pockets of lush vegetation, making the area a rare blend of stark stone and vibrant life. Pilot Rock. Rising nearly 2,000 feet above the Rogue Valley, Pilot Rock is the eroded core of an ancient volcano that last erupted over 30 million years ago. Its massive column of volcanic andesite serves as a striking landmark, visible for dozens of miles, once guiding Native American travelers and early pioneers through southern Oregon. The rock's sheer cliffs and rugged slopes are the product of relentless erosion, stripping away softer layers and leaving the hardened magma core exposed to the sky. Geologically, Pilot Rock reveals the dynamic history of the Cascade-Siskiyou region, where tectonic collisions, volcanism, and uplift shaped a complex and dramatic mountain landscape. Today, this towering monolith not only offers challenging climbs and sweeping vistas, but also stands as a timeless monument to Oregon's fiery, volcanic past. Skellig Michael. Rising over 700 feet above the Atlantic Ocean, Skellig Michael is a rugged island fortress carved by waves and wind for millions of years. Its twin peaks and steep cliffs create a dramatic silhouette, while narrow stone steps climb precariously toward ancient dwellings clinging to the mountainside. By the 6th century, monks settled here, building beehive-shaped stone huts that remain some of the best-preserved examples of early Christian architecture in Europe. The isolation, constant gales, and pounding surf made survival harsh, yet the monks turned this remote outcrop into a sanctuary of faith and endurance. Today, the island stands as both a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a living link between human history, geological forces, and untamed natural beauty. Cerro Rico. Rising high in the Bolivian Andes, Cerro Rico, or the Rich Mountain, dominates the skyline of Potosi at nearly 15,700 feet above sea level. Discovered in the 16th century, its silver deposits fueled the Spanish Empire, producing enormous wealth and forever linking the mountain's legacy with global history. Geologically, Cerro Rico is a volcanic dacitic dome, fractured by hydrothermal processes that left rich veins of silver, tin, zinc, and lead. Centuries of relentless mining hollowed its slopes, destabilizing the mountain and creating dangerous sinkholes that threaten its very structure today. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Cerro Rico now stands as both a geological wonder and a powerful reminder of humanity's exploitation of Earth's resources. Vichigualasto Provincial Park. Known as the Valley of the Moon, this surreal landscape in northwestern Argentina reveals a geologic record dating back more than 200 million years. Its eroded clay formations, mushroom-shaped rocks, and striped canyons create a terrain that looks more like another planet than Earth. The park is one of the world's richest Triassic fossil sites, where paleontologists uncovered some of the earliest dinosaur remains. Wind and water erosion continue to sculpt the terrain, exposing layers of red, gray, and white sediments that tell the story of ancient climates. Today, Vichigualasto stands as both a natural museum and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, blending breathtaking scenery with groundbreaking science. Valley of Flowers National Park. Hidden high in the western Himalayas at more than 11,000 feet, the Valley of Flowers bursts into life each summer with vibrant alpine blooms. This UNESCO World Heritage Site stretches across miles of glacial meadows, framed by snow-capped peaks, and nourished by streams fed from ancient Himalayan ice. Discovered by mountaineers in the early 20th century, the valley remains a natural laboratory where rare plants and unique Himalayan landscapes reveal Earth's living resilience. Unyanga Lakes. In the heart of the Sahara Desert, a chain of over 18 lakes survives against all odds, sustained by ancient underground aquifers that date back thousands of years. Their striking colors, ranging from deep blue to emerald green, result from varying salt concentrations and unique geological processes shaped by millennia of shifting sands. Despite annual rainfall measuring less than 1 inch, constant groundwater inflow keeps these lakes alive, creating a surreal oasis in one of the planet's driest climates.